Hi everyone, Alex is here. Let's check MCP. So what is MCP? It's something like USB for all of your AI needs. And let's go to the code to check out it's better, and I think that it will be much easier for you to understand in this way. So we have our favorite folder with CLI, with everything that we should have. So firstly, we're downloading our VENV. So our virtual environment where we can store all of our information. Let's go further. Information, I mean libraries that we'll be using. Then we're creating that. Let's go and create it together. Creating VENV, and voila, we have that. Let's activate that to work on ways. For activation, we are using for Linux and Mac different commands. This one, and for Windows, this one. It's just because of the architecture, it's quite different in this way. We're running that. In our VENV, in our bin folder, activate file. That's how it runs. And then you can see that in our terminal we have, before our folder where we are working, we see activation of virtual environment. Let's go further. How install libraries? Here we have something interesting. First, let's upgrade our P, because I have been doing that for a while, and then install in quotes MCP CLI. That's important. That's with what we'll be working on with. And let's go. Yeah, here we should wait that a little, and we'll be able to go next. Then, important thing, we should discover Python pass. This one. We can store it, for example, here for further return. Then let's run our MCP. Okay, let's do that a little bit later, after one of the main things. After we'll discover what is that and how does it work. So, you know what, about what is that, we'll be talking a little bit later. Let's discover how we can work with that. So we have something similar to what we have been doing before. It's our dictionary with our size, bedrooms, prices, data frame, our standard scaler. Why we should do that? Because we should just say that these numbers should be from 0 to 1, so it will be easier for our machine learning to understand them, and also machine learning mostly works with them, so that's why. And also we should feed in our transformer instantly our size and bedrooms. And what is the most interesting, we're instantly creating our model with linear regression, and we're feeding our X scale, our data that we have scaled, and our price USD, what we're expecting to have. And here we're not testing them, we're not taking all the things, because here we have interesting thing about our MCP. So MCP is the one tool that we can use to run all of our projects, and we see the same presets information. So let's just look at that, and I will give you a try to play with that and hope that you'll figure out how you can use that in your life, in your project. So MCP, firstly, we're starting the server MCP, fast MCP. And here we have two things like optional resources exposed to data as CSV. So we have our current data set, and what we're doing, we're putting everything from that to CSV because it understands that in CSV format. But thanks to Pandas, we can instantly and very easy create that as CSV. And the next thing, the next tool, will have to predict price. What we'll be able to put size, square feet, float, and bedrooms like in int, and then transform our data, not instantly putting that to our model, and then we are taking prediction and writing our prediction, and then just running our MCP. That's all. That's quite interesting that we don't have our usual form of our sequentials, etc. We can have that, but here's the way to see how does MCP work. And the interesting thing that you can have everything in one place and understand how does it work is pretty important here. So we can go to our CSV, run MCP CLI, and run MCP. Copying that, open terminal, and just running. And file wasn't found, of course, because we have been doing that inside of our SRC folder. So we're going to our SRC and we're running that. And now we are having Python cache, our proxy session token, and voila, here what we have. And let's do it in the next way. Firstly, to the comment, we should put where our project is, like which with Python we'll be using. And we'll be running just main.py. We're hitting connect, waiting a little, maybe a little more. We have received post message to the session and hope that it will connect us soon. And here we are. I don't know if it worked because I just hit that 2 times like this run, but in any case, that's what we have. We have history of our initialization. What we can do, let me show one of the simplest things and things that not everyone knows. For example, we have this one tool. One of the things that it's one tool for all of your AI things, because Claude, ChatGPT, all of them are supporting MCP, and you can totally work with that, and it will be easier for you. For example, let's go to the tools. List tools, predict price. Take number inputs, sales them with the same scalar, predicts with the liner model, and returns JSON-friendly dictionary. What we have here, important parameters, let's go with 1004, run tool. It's much easier, faster, and more understandable how does it work. Do you see? It's all in one place, like you can instantly understand, for example, the success tool in the comfort way to write your data that you want. You can also write it with the code, but here it just makes that easier and faster. We can go to our resources, list resources, current dataset, and discover which in general dataset we have, and discover all of the data that we have there, especially if we have a quite big one of that. We don't have any other things here, so this is our resources templates. We don't have, so you can go here. Oh, here we can close this one. You can see like we're using resources and tools. That's the only 2 things that we have written. Resources, tools. If we could have more, we'll have more things. We don't have list of the prompts. We don't have ping. No, we have ping. We just can ping the server and discover if it has something. For example, history, we have ping, method ping, and response, nothing. And we can write for our receiving, for example, what we can have to discover that everything works correct. Samplings, destinations, routes, authorization that you can use to work with your specific models for different companies. In any case, it's not the thing. The thing is that it's one tool for AI engineering to understand one thing, and you can use it whenever you want. So with that, you can faster and easier work with your tooling like during all of the daytime. So that's just the beginning what you can have, like the easiest way what we can show that just to run. But it's definitely the thing to check it out, because not everyone sadly tried that. I haven't been trying that for a long time, and I really like that I know what's that. So that's the thing. You know what? Just try to discover new things, and especially in our case, MCP. Thanks everyone for watching this video. I was happy to see you here and wishing you all the best, and see you the next time. And write in the comments what do you wanted to see more I wish you all the best and see you. Bye.